Good morning, students. Now, our next topic is revaluations of assets and liabilities. Now, assets, as you know, when we are changing the profit sharing ratio, there is change in the values of assets and liabilities at that time. They are not the same as it was in earlier. So, we have to incorporate these changes and we have to see if there is gain or loss, and then accordingly we will credit or debit the gain or loss to the partner's capital account. So means we have to pass journal entries regarding this and find out gain or loss and credit or debit it to partner's capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. So revaluation of assets and liabilities are when the profit sharing ratio changes and gain or loss arises from this. Means after profit sharing ratio changes, if there is any gain or loss arising from it, it will be credited or debited to partner's capital account. Now there are two things. Partners may decide to record the revised value of assets and liabilities. Partners may decide to record this change value, whatever is the new value of assets and liabilities. Secondly, they can decide not to record. Today I am going to teach you the first method. If they decide to record the change in the value of assets and liabilities, what's going to happen? So first methods, you have to prepare or you have to pass entries to revaluation account. What is a revaluation account? It is an account in which revised values of assets and liabilities are recorded and then profit or loss is debited or credited to the partners accordingly. So, first method, accounting entries to record revaluation of assets and liabilities. Entries are recorded in revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. Both account means the same thing. Profit and loss adjustments and revaluation account both means the same thing. So now I'll tell you entries one by one. If there is increase in the value of asset, means in the balance sheet building was 1 lakh, but in adjustment they have written that now the value of building is 1,25,000. So value increased by 25,000. Your accounting entry will be asset account debit, means building account debit to revaluation account 25,000, 25,000. Is it clear? If there is increase in the asset, entry will be asset to revaluation account. If there is decrease in the asset, vice versa, revaluation account debit to asset account. Same example, if the value of building is 70,000, it has decreased by 30,000, then your entry will be revaluation account debit to building account 30,000, 30,000. Further, for increase in liability, now if creditors increased, liability increased, then your entry will be revaluation account debit to liability account. Here liability you will mention creditors, you will mention the name of that item. Okay, so your entry will be revaluation account debit to creditors account. Further, for decrease in liability, if liability decreases, liability account debit to revaluation account. Further, for recording unrecorded asset, if any asset was not recorded in the books, then your entry will be unrecorded asset account debit to revaluation account. For recording unrecorded liability, revaluation account debit to unrecorded liability account. Unrecorded means it was not earlier recorded in your books, but in adjustment they have mentioned, they will clearly mention that this much asset was unrecorded. So unrecorded assets to revaluation account, and if liability is unrecorded, unrecorded liability to revaluation account. So all these 6 entries of revaluation are clear to all of you. Further, now there will be gain or loss in this revaluation. Means either you are going to gain or loss. I'll explain this how to calculate gain or loss through account also. You just remember this entry. In case of gain, revaluation account debit to partner's capital account or current account. Okay, that is according to fixed or fluctuating capital, we have discussed many times. So revaluation account debit to partner's capital account in old ratio in case of gain, and in case of loss, partner's capital account debit to revaluation account. Okay, now you will tell me how, ma'am, how will we calculate gain or loss? So see here, I have prepared a revaluation account. You know, from journal we can prepare ledger. So same I have done. See, revaluation account. To asset, if asset decreases to asset account, liability increases to liability account, to unrecorded liability account. Now if some expenses are borne by the partner, ठीक है, एंड वी आर गिविंग हिम रेमुनरेशन. सपोज जिसमें जो खर्चा आएगा रिवैल्यूएशन में, ये सारा कुछ करने में, उस पर जो खर्चा आएगा और हम उस खर्चे का पार्टनर बॉन्ड करेगा और हम उसे तनख्वाह देंगे, तो वो हमारा खर्चा है. तो उस पार्टनर का नाम लिख के टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट ब्रैकेट में रेमुनरेशन. और अगर वो सारा खर्चा हम बियर कर रहे हैं, बिजनेस बियर कर रहे हैं, तो रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश और बैंक अकाउंट एक्सपेंसेस. ठीक है. इस तरफ आ गया आपका इंक्रीज इन एसेट, डिक्रीज इन लाइबिलिटी, अनरिकॉर्डेड एसेट. ठीक है. इनको प्लस करके इनको माइनस करके अगर तो प्रॉफिट्स आ रहे हैं तो टू गेन ऑन रिवैल्यूएशन ट्रांसफर टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट, और अगर लॉस आ रहा है बाय लॉस ऑन रिवैल्यूएशन ट्रांसफर टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट. ठीक है. मीन्स यू हैव टू बैलेंस दिस अकाउंट. Wherever the balance will be, if this side then it is gain, if this side then it is loss. Clear? Is it clear? So in this way you will calculate gain or loss. Then now expenses on reconstitution of firm. As you know, when there is change in profit sharing ratio, firm is being reconstituted. So there are so many expenses incurred on revaluation and everything. So there are three kinds of entry. The very first is when expenses are borne by a partner and firm is going to give him remuneration. जब सारा खर्चा पार्टनर ले बियर करेगा, उसको हमने तनख्वाह देनी है, तो उसकी एंट्री आएगी रिवैल्यूएशन टू कंसर्न्ड पार्टनर, जो वाला पार्टनर सारा काम कर रहा है उसका कैपिटल अकाउंट. सेकेंड, व्हेन एक्सपेंसेस आर बोर्न बाय द पार्टनर एंड पेड बाय द फर्म. ठीक है. जब एक्सपेंसेस पार्टनर बोर्न करेगा और फर्म पे करेगा, तो कंसर्न पार्टनर अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश और बैंक. लास्ट, व्हेन एक्सपेंसेस आर बोर्न एंड पेड बाय द फर्म, रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश और बैंक. दिस थ्री एंट्री यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. नाउ आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू विथ वन सम दिस होल phenomena. Sum number 21 of your book, beta, in which you have been given balance sheet adjustments. I have been asked to pass journal entries. The very first journal entry is stock is reduced in that sum. So as you know, decrease in asset, so revaluation account debit to stock account. The value of stock in balance sheet was 1,40,000 and on book was 1,25,000. Means 1,40,000 पहले था और एडजस्टमेंट में उन्होंने कह दिया कि 1,25,000 रह गया, तो 15,000 रिड्यूस्ड हुआ, तो आई एम पासिंग एंट्री विथ 15,000. Further, again, machinery also decreased by 10%. They mentioned that reduced machinery by 10%. Charge depreciation on machinery 10%. So revaluation account debit to machinery account 25,000. Next, building was revalued and increased by 62,000. They mentioned there. Increase in asset. So land and building account debit to revaluation account 62,000. Next, they have told you to charge provision for doubtful debts. So revaluation account debit 10%, I think 5% on debtors they have asked you. It was 4,000 to provision for doubtful debts. Next, remuneration is paid to a partner for expenses. So revaluation account debit to Akash account 10,000. Now you got 8,000 profit. That you are going to divide revaluation account debit to Ashish capital account, Akash capital account, Amit capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. Further, there was general reserve. These entries we have already done in our last lectures. General reserve also I have distributed among partners, and there was advertisement suspense also, for which I have also passed the entries among the partners. So this was all about the today's topic. So I hope revaluation account is clear to all of you. Solve, there are only 2 sums regarding it, so prepare a revaluation account, and if you face any problem, any doubt, let me know. Thank you.